Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do appreciate the opportunity to address you and the people of Lakeside. This is a great forum, in my opinion. Of course, it's new to me, too, as well. I tried to put myself in your shoes. What would I want to know about a candidate? And since I'm relatively new to Lakeside, since the end of 2009, I would probably want to know a little bit about who I am. And so I'll give you just a brief background of myself and my wife. We lived in Fort Worth a year prior to moving here in 2009. I left my job in the water treatment industry, where I've been in for 30-something years, to help the family open 2 restaurants. I'm pleased to say we don't have them anymore. So, we have 2 sons married, and one in Keller and one in Saginaw. We have 2 other sons in New Orleans and in California, along with a growing number of grandkids. I am a graduate of the University of California, Berkeley, with an undergraduate degree in zoology and a master's degree in business. I was a little reluctant to say that because to me that conjures up some stereotypical pictures of, oh my gosh, you went to Berkeley. That was back when Mr. Reagan was actually governor of California and on the Board of Regents, and I happened to be one of the few students that liked what he was doing, so maybe that tells you a little bit about my conservative nature. I've spent over 33 years in the water purification, wastewater treatment industry, managing sales, service, and engineering groups. I've had profit and loss responsibility for over $13 million. I've prepared the budgets, I've administered them. I've had sales budgets of over $30 million. I'm currently a vice president in a small startup company in a specialized aspect of waste treatment. I have had many association positions in my industry. Currently I'm serving as an alternate on the Lakeside Planning and Zoning Committee. Last year I ran for city council, some of you may remember that, and I ran against Amy Robinson, and obviously I lost. And actually that turned out to be one of the best things that's happened. Not only have I gotten to know Amy, I've gotten to know the city more and the people more and more about the issues. So actually I'm glad that it happened. I have no regrets. I've had the good fortune in my career to travel to virtually every state in this great country, and I'm running out of time. Wow, that was quick.
Okay.
Real quickly, I can live where I want. I've chosen to live here, and that's why I want to be on this council and help this community.
Thank you. Mr. Richard Dennis.
Hello, my name is Richard Dennis. I moved to Lakeside about 2 years ago. I was born and raised in a small town on the Red River, about the size of Lakeside, and I was involved in the city with my family as well in that town. I chose Lakeside as the place to move because I liked the community and I liked the surrounding area. I liked the way it was centralized to Fort Worth, yet it was not part of Fort Worth. It did not have the big city feel. It had the warm, open community feel. I'm choosing to run for city council because I hope I can make a difference in the community and I can be a voice for the citizens.
Thank you. Council member place 2, Mr. Dale Martin.
I just want everybody to know right off, I'm not a professional speaker, so I'm probably going to do a lot of reading. I would like to say that my wife and I built our home here 22 years ago because it was a quiet residential community and still close to shopping and entertainment. I've served as a council member place 2 for the last 2 years. I've become familiar with the town's budget and the budget process, along with various other issues we face. I try to familiarize myself with each issue that comes before the council and take all aspects into consideration before I cast my vote. And I approach each issue as what I like to call a citizen at large, and I have no personal agenda. I only wish to help achieve what is best for the town as a whole.
Thank you. Mr. Hamilton.
My name is Charles Hamilton. My wife Libby and I moved here to this address in 1992 in July, and for most of those years we've been very happy. I had the great pleasure of living next door to one of the best city councilmen and actually one of the best men I've ever known, in John Garrison. This March I responded to the Let's Reunite Lakeside from the Lakeside Citizen Advisory Network of volunteers. In that letter there were several things voiced as to what the feelings were of a lot of people in Lakeside, and they coincided with my own. They asked me to run for this town council position to see what I might lend to this council from my years of history and my years of knowing what's going on in the council. I've watched good and I've watched bad come in and out the back door. I live right across the street from City Hall, and I love this town, and I don't like seeing what's going on with it right now. I want to make some changes in this town because I want to be your neighbor, that we always used to be neighbors. I used to see people come and go, and we used to say hi to each other by our first names, and it's not that way anymore. We all find ourselves wishing we could turn back the clock in our lives. Every one of us have. I had a key I could turn back to when I was a child. All of you said that at some point in your life. And that's what I want to do to Lakeside. I want to turn our clock back and get it back to where it used to be.
Thank you. Council member, place 3, Ms. Kim Ware.
I appreciate all of y'all coming out tonight. My name is Kim Ware. I've lived here for going on 11 years. I joined city council, I ran 6 years ago. I've served 6 terms. And I would tell you, the first 2 years you're here is a learning experience from beginning to end, getting to know the budget process. I've worked diligently to look at any issue that we've had before us, to look at both sides, to weigh what everybody has to say about it, and then cast a vote based upon what I believe is the best thing for our community. I want the opportunity to continue to serve. I really have grown to love this community. Everywhere that I've ever been, I've just dove into and got real involved in, and I think that we've made some real positive changes in the last 6 years. And I can honestly tell you, in the last 6 years, everybody that I've had the honor to serve with and work with on this council, it's been united. We may not have all agreed on certain issues, but we've come to the table, we've voiced our opinion, and we cast our votes, and we move on, and we do what is the absolute best for this community.
Mr. Thomas.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd address my remarks to the people here tonight. My name is Tim Thomas, and I live at 9395 Confederate Park Road. My wife, June, and I have lived here since 1983. First, I would like to thank the citizens here tonight thank you for the opportunity who responded to the Let's Reunite Lakeside flyer. The input we received was overwhelming and encouraged me to enter the election. I look forward to working with other council members and moving Lakeside forward in the coming years. Thank you.